I had pretty high expectations for this game, and I gotta say, as someone who just never really got into The Sims, I am enjoying this life simulation game so far, even in its very obvious early access stage, because the game does very much feel like an early access title. Before we take a look at all this, if you have absolutely no clue what this game is about, just think of it as a next-gen Sims alternative that aims to be less predatory and greedy than what Electronic Arts is doing. Now, the character creation is, as most people probably know by now, top-notch. It's really detailed and lets you tweak pretty much everything you can imagine, so there is no need to waste too much time here explaining that. Just know that it's really solid. After choosing your very important character traits, the optional desired life path, and if desired, making multiple family members, the game starts right away with choosing your preferred city and spending your first cash to get your first apartment, or alternatively build your home from scratch yourself. You have quite a few options here. At its core, inZOI is about creating characters and living out their lives, but with a different approach and much more detailed graphics. Now, the thing with the graphics here is that the lighting here can make or break them. Your character looks stunning in character creation, but can sometimes look nothing like that in the actual game depending on the lighting. Aside from the severe pop-ups, even on a high-end machine, the game does run butterly smooth, with DLSS and frame generation enabled. The game world itself feels more immersive than traditional life sims because of the WASD movement. The game includes cars you can drive, but the driving mechanics are still quite a bit clunky. Relationships in inZOI work on 3 tiers: business, friendship and romance. As you progress through conversations, you unlock different social abilities. For example, for romance you can kiss, hug, plan dates and schedule events together. In my opinion, romantic relationships form way too quickly, even though I have already reduced the rate in the settings. After like only 2 conversations, they were already sending love text messages and stuff. This just doesn't feel quite natural and believable, so I would personally like a slower progress here so it feels more meaningful. But an interesting feature is the karma system. If your Zoe behaves well, they can receive gifts and build relationships faster. If your Zoe behaves awful, like punching people, there can be consequences. The game does have a police system where your Zoe can end up in jail for bad behavior. Skills work similar to other life sims. Your Zois can learn cooking, music production, and other abilities that improve with practice. You can also earn money by either taking a job, of which there are quite a few, or by making stuff on your own, like painting pictures or writing books, and then selling that work. The SmartZOI feature is still experimental but intriguing. Basically, when this is enabled, you can see the thoughts of your Zoe and other Zois around them. It adds more immersion, but it can get repetitive and needs more development. Building and decorating spaces is highly customizable and in a solid state. You can adjust almost every part of furniture items separately. The game also lets you use AI generation to create patterns and textures, or upload your own images for things like family photos on the wall. Now, aside from the normal early access issues like pathfinding issues, graphical issues and bugs, there is also simply just not that much gameplay complexity here. Yes, there are life goals, but it is still relatively bare bones. I didn't really find any particularly interesting NPCs that stand out from the generic ones with their personality, and it just seems like currently you have to be willing to entertain yourself here, because the game doesn't have these robust gameplay systems that create interesting scenarios just yet. The foundation is very solid, and I see a very promising future for this title. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.
inZOI.